Hey guys, Stay Patient here with my quick review of the flash sale this week on the North American store. Now we've got some PS3, PS4 and Vita games, so we're going to start off with the PS3, and I haven't researched absolutely everything because this sale's only up for a couple of days, so the longer it takes me to make this video, then the less time you have to watch it and check out the sale for yourself. But on PS3 here, we've got The Walking Dead for $5.99. The first season has a platinum, of course, only takes about 10 hours, it's super easy. Assassin's Creed Rogue, this came out the same year as Unity on the PS4. This was their sort of PS3 release that year, and it was actually better. As far as I know, it was better than Unity. It's kind of a follow-on to Black Flag, which I really enjoyed, and it's got, an easy enough platinum, no online trophies as far as I know. So yeah, that's definitely worth checking out if you haven't already. Dragon's Dogma, this is a very, very long-winded platinum, but for those of you who love your huge RPGs, this was very much underrated. It's a bit clunky, but it's really cool in that it's got a kind of Shadow of the Colossus vibe about it, where you can climb the enemies that you're fighting and stab them in weak points and stuff. It's quite a cool game. We've got Rugby 15. This is available on Vita, PS3 and PS4, and it's super easy. The trophies stack, so you can get 3 platinums by playing all 3 versions. The trophies are ridiculous because you can change the stats of any player, so you can make your team incredibly fast and give them all top stats in every area, and then the other team you can just drop them down to the point where they're practically vegetables, and you can just blitz through the platinum. It's absolutely ridiculously easy. It takes about 5 hours. There's no online trophies either, which is great. Fibbage, I believe, is a really quick, super quick and easy 100%. I forget if the trophies stack. You might have to double check that because it's available on PS4 as well. I think it's one list, across all consoles. Assassin's Creed 2, obviously everyone knows about this. This is the most earned platinum of all time on psnprofiles.com. So if you haven't earned that yet, then you might want to pick it up, but you're probably playing it on PS4 by this point. It's an easy plat. It's just got a long-winded, annoying collectible trophy involved. The MotoGP games, they're always pretty easy. If you like racing games. There's always online with them though. Murder Soul Suspect, this is a super easy plat, and I believe this does stack across PS3 and PS4. So, this only takes a few hours if you follow a guide. We've got WRC 5, these are always pretty straightforward, the WRC games, and you can get them on PS4 as well. What have we got here? F1 Race Stars, that's kind of medium difficulty, I'm just kind of scanning through. Assassin's Creed Liberation. This is actually better on PS3 than it was on Vita. So they've basically removed all the online grind, which is really annoying. It was just like a sort of map-based game. It wasn't even a game. You just had to click on things and send enemies and stuff. It was just super boring. They've removed that, or at least removed the trophies for it, and they've removed some other long-winded kind of grindy trophies that you wouldn't earn naturally while playing the game. So it's actually a lot quicker on PS3, but it's still got a platinum. And obviously it's better to play on PS3, although it's a great game for Vita. It's nice playing on a full screen. What else have we got? Page 2 here of the PS3 games, if it loads. Always takes a while, on the first day when there's a new sale. Anyway, what have we got? The Jeopardy game. Apparently, I'd never really looked at this, but although it's quite long-winded, it's very easy. It takes 20 to 30 hours or something, and to be honest, I wouldn't want to spend that long playing a game like this, but it's got an easy trophy set at least, with a platinum as well, which surprised me. Red Faction Guerrilla, very long-winded. This is a very old game, but if you want some sort of PS3 nostalgia, $2.99 isn't bad. There's a lot of content there. It was kind of fun as well. Remember Me is a nice, fairly straightforward platinum really, and not too long. I think it takes about 15 hours. We've got The Book of Unwritten Tales 2, takes 20 odd hours, but again, it's a nice easy one. The Jackbox games don't have plats, but they're nice and easy and quick as well. We've got The Walking Dead Michonne. This was just a 3-episode series, so there's no platinum. There's only really a few trophies, but it was fun, if you like The Walking Dead and you like the other games from Telltale. Obviously, Season 2 is the same. This has 5 episodes, but for some reason there isn't a plat with this one either. So, although you're going to get a decent number of PSN points, almost the equivalent of a platinum, there isn't an actual platinum involved. But it's a great game, obviously. I love the Walking Dead Telltale games. WRC 4, another game in the series there. They're always pretty straightforward. Oh, Truck Racer. This is one of the standouts on this list. This is a real easy, it's given a 3 out of 10 on the trophy guide, and they say it takes about 8 hours or so. And the online trophies can be boosted with just 2 people in a private match. So if you've got 2 PS3s or a friend has one, then you can sort of activate your account on their console and they can download the game as well. And then you can both earn the trophies, by boosting the online and then just going through the single player. $2.99, nice, cheap, easy, quick platinum there. We've got Jurassic Park, the full season. This is, again, 4 episodes this time. This is another Telltale game, but there's no platinum for this either. So some of them have plat, some don't. I don't know if there's any pattern or any kind of algorithm they use to determine that. But unfortunately that doesn't. But there's, a decent number of trophies there, and obviously it's pretty easy. Although it's not the same as a lot of the other Telltale games in the sense that there are missable trophies, if I remember correctly. It's not just a case of completing it. You do have to earn some missable stuff on the way through as well. On this final PS3 page, we have Red Faction Armageddon. This has some online trophies, and I think some of them require 4 players. So don't just pick this up thinking it will be nice and quick and easy. If you haven't got friends who are playing it, it's probably dead online now. It's a co-op online mode. It's not competitive. But the reason I bring it up is because it's really fun. It's actually a really good game. It's one of the hidden gems on PS3. I mean, it's not really hidden because it's a big franchise, but I really enjoyed it. The co-op was fun. The single player was fun. It's got a really cool weapon that you can use, like a magnet weapon. Some games have a really novel weapon that they include that's quite memorable, and this is one of them. So check it out. If you've got some friends that you can link up with for the online, then that's definitely worth having a look at. Monkey Island. This is another Telltale game without a platinum, but with several episodes. I think there's 5 in this one, and each of them has their own trophy set. So there's a decent number if you add them all up. Alright guys, back to the main page. We're going to go to the Vita section now. There's only really a couple of games I'm going to point out here. A lot of them are ones that are available on the other consoles as well anyway. Not much stuff gets released just for Vita these days, apart from Japanese games. Where were the ones I was going to point out? We have MotoGP 13 again. That's pretty straightforward. Again, you need a boosting partner really, or you need to be okay at the online at least. Where were the games? Rugby 15. Okay, this stacks across all 3 versions. We've already spoken about it. Super easy. And it's cheaper on Vita as well. But you're going to get another plat from that, about 5 hours long. WRC4 again, another stacking list. Super Blackout is a nice, quick, easy 100%. No platinum, but, a few trophies there. Broken Age, this doesn't stack. This is the same trophy list as PS4. So don't go buying it thinking you can double up on the platinum. We've got, I think that's pretty much everything I was going to point out. Lone Survivor is quite a fun game. Let's head back and take a look at the PS4 ones here, because this is what most of you are probably waiting for. I will mention that I'm not going to really focus on prices here because I don't really know what prices are good in the US. I don't know what pattern there is. I don't know how much games usually are. I know they're $60 when they first come out. But as an example, Battleborn in the UK is always around £5 when it's on sale, and you can buy it on disc for about a £5. Now on this sale it's down to $18, so to me that seems like a lot of money, and it probably is, but I don't know for sure that it's not a lot more expensive in the US for whatever reason. So rather than looking at prices, we're going to base this purely on trophies. And of course how enjoyable the games are. Jackbox, another game in this series, no platinum but a quick easy 100%. Borderlands, obviously an amazing package. Like I say, this is another one. This is usually £10 in the UK. $18 is £15-16. So I don't know if that's cheap. It might be in the US, but either way, however much you pay for it, it's an amazing collection. Awesome games, some of the best games, or Borderlands 2 especially, one of the best games ever made, with some of the best DLC ever made as well. Pretty straightforward plats as well. You can, if you struggle with anything, you just over level and come back later. Or get a friend in with you. They can rip through the bosses with their high level gear. We've got, let's have a look here. Drawfall, easy, quick 100% there, no platinum, no. Sleeping Dogs, great game. I've spoken about this lots of times. Really enjoyable. It's 30 odd hours for the platinum. Then you've got some DLC, but it's pretty easy. Fibbage, I think we mentioned that, didn't we? Quick, easy, 100%. Far Cry Primal, one of the Far Cry games doesn't have online trophies, so that's what's going to appeal to people the most, I think. It's all single player, and it's nice and easy, and it only takes, I think, 20 odd hours, maybe 25 hours, something like that. Quiplash, another quick, easy, 100%. In fact, I think this one's unbelievably easy, 30 minutes. Clockwork Tales of Glass and Ink. This one comes up all the time. You know by now that it's a super easy, like 2 hour long platinum. MXGP2, another easy one. This takes about 15 hours. There are some online trophies, so it's the kind of game that you may want to sort of pick up now if you're going to play it and do the online straight away, just so that you don't have to come back later and try and kind of find people playing the game. We've got Defense Grid 2 here. Great game, 149, you can't go wrong. It has a platinum, it's easy, it takes about 20 odd hours, but it can be longer depending on your luck with the RNG stuff. But it's really enjoyable. I totally recommend it. A lot of people played this off the back of my recommendation and really had a lot of fun. So as trophy games go, you know, this is easy, it doesn't take too long, it's really fun, and it's unbelievably cheap. So this is like almost a must purchase, really. We have Headlander, which I haven't yet played. I keep mentioning that I bought it a while ago based on the fact that it's meant to be relatively easy. So you might want to do the same, like 8 hours long, I think, about 8 hours. $5.99, yeah, not too bad, but I can't speak from first-hand experience there. We've got Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Oh yeah, that's the Chronicles games. Syndicate, see, even that seems quite expensive to me, but you know, it's fairly straightforward plat. Again, they've taken away the online, which is very useful because the online for Assassin's Creed games is a bit of a pain. We've got Murder Source Suspect. Again, this stacks with the PS3 version, if I remember correctly. Oh, didn't mean to click on it there. It's a real quick, easy platinum. There should be some guides you can follow to speed through it nice and quickly. We've got Sebastian Loeb Rally. This is going to be easy for racing game fans. Obviously, if you're not into racing games, then probably any racing game is going to be difficult for you. But if you're a rally fan, if you enjoy racing games, this is a lot easier than, Dirt Rally last year, which was very, very difficult. So if you held off playing that because of the difficulty and you felt like you wanted a rally game, this is meant to be pretty good. It's not like amazing, but it's a pretty good game, so worth checking out. Like, I think 30 hours to plat it, something like that. Rugby 15, again, stacks on all three consoles. Let's keep going here. Freeze Me. This is a nice, quick, easy platinum. This showed up on a top 10 of mine a while back. You can do most of the trophies in the first area of the game. You don't even have to complete it, as far as I know. You know, literally a few hours and you'll be done. We've got his Battleborn that I was mentioning. Obviously, this is pretty much dead by now. I think they're trying to revive it with DLC and things like that. It was basically killed off by Overwatch, which is a bit of a shame because it is a good game. And I keep thinking to myself, because I bought it, you know, when it was cheap, but I haven't played it yet because obviously the trophies are quite long-winded. They have lowered the requirements for a lot of the trophies, if I remember correctly. Someone was telling me that they were bringing out a patch that was going to make it a bit quicker. You know, you didn't have to farm quite so much of each character's ability because they realised that the game wasn't as popular as they were hoping it would be. So people weren't naturally just blitzing through all the required stats and everything. So based on that, I was almost tempted to play it. I think it is still fairly long-winded, but I keep thinking to myself, you know what, we could use the channel as a platform on which to kind of try and revive the game almost, just to get a few hundred more people playing it, and then, you know, we could all work on the trophies together kind of thing. But I don't know, there's a lot of games to play, and I'm not sure if it's top of my priority list at the moment. We've got... Okay, let's skip to page 3. Nothing really, major there that I want to point out. Oh, there was Machinarium. I just noticed that as we clicked. Machinarium's a quick, easy 100%, no platinum though. There's Battleborn, the basic version, $18, very expensive. I wouldn't buy that unless it's never been that cheap in the US before. Apparently, Klaus here is an underrated game. A lot of people have reacted really well to it. It's got a lot of praise. I'm not sure how easy it is. There's not a lot of feedback when it comes to trophies, and there's no guide yet on PlayStationTrophies.org at least. But it might be worth checking out. It looks fairly straightforward, and the time requirement, you know, 2 people have voted for 10 to 15 hours, so, oh, pardon me, it seems like it's going to be fairly quick. We've got Snoopy's Grand Adventure here. It takes about 8 hours. It's quite painful to play. It's a 2D, you know, typical Disney platformer. But, you know, it's an easy platinum if you do want one. And that's about it, guys. Okay, that's everything we're going to cover. So hopefully I've helped you find some easy platinums or some games that you might enjoy playing. Either way, I hope you have a great weekend, guys. Don't forget to join me for the Trophy Hunters update on Monday. I will see you then. Have a good one. Cheers.